So our story begins again in Exodus chapter 9, verse 19. What things have been tipping points in your life to send you off in a different direction? God said to Moses, go and confront the king again. So Moses set off early in the morning and caught the king as he's heading out for his morning bath and said, if you do not let God's people go and worship him in the desert, he says that he will send plagues like you've never seen before. He could have wiped the people of Egypt off the face of the earth, but he hasn't, so that you, the Egyptians, and all people will know that he is God. If you do not allow God's people to go and worship him, he's going to send hail like you've never seen before across the whole of Egypt. You better get your cattle inside, because everything living in the fields will die. There were two reactions. Some palace officials said, quick, 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 get the cattle inside. We know what their God can do. Others said, huh. And Moses went outside and he raised his staff toward the heavens, and a hailstorm came and killed everything living in the fields. People, cattle, and all the plant that was in fruit was destroyed. Pharaoh cried out, oh, Moses, your God is right, and I have done the wrong thing. I am a sinner. Pray to your God to stop this hail. So Moses and Aaron prayed to God to stop the hail, and the hail stopped, just as they'd prayed. But God hardened the king's heart yet again, and he would not let the people go and worship their God in the desert. So again, God sends Moses and Aaron to confront the king. King, our God says, how long will you continue to disobey me? Let my people go and worship me for 3 days in the wilderness. Otherwise, I will send a plague of flying grasshoppers, locusts, that will eat everything living in the land. But the court officials, when they heard this, said, King, don't you know what this man and his God have already done? The plagues have destroyed Egypt. Let them go and worship their God. So the king says, you can go and worship your God. Go and worship your God in the wilderness. But only men. No, says Moses, the children and the wives go with us. No, only men. Get out of here. So Moses raises his staff, and flying grasshoppers, locusts descend on the whole of Egypt and eat everything up. So God again hardens the king's heart. The people can't go and worship their God in the desert for 3 days. So God sends Moses again. This time he raises his hands towards the heavens, and a darkness descends that's so thick you could feel it. And the Egyptians for 3 days can't step outside their homes. The king says, stop this darkness. You can go and worship your God with your children and your wives, but not your animals. No, says Moses and Aaron, we must take our animals because we must worship our God. No, what's this? Get out of here, you people. I don't want to see your face again, or I will have you killed, says the king. Moses says, you won't see my face again.